Tired of paying salon prices for perfect eyebrows when you could achieve the same results at home? Most people think eyebrow waxing is too complicated or risky to try themselves, but there's actually a foolproof method that professionals use. Today, I'm breaking down the exact 5 steps that will give you salon-quality brows without leaving your house. Step 1. Prep your skin and tools. Here's the thing about eyebrow waxing that nobody tells you up front. Your preparation makes or breaks the entire experience. Skip this step and you'll end up with uneven results, irritated skin, or worse, accidentally removing chunks of hair you wanted to keep. Why does preparation matter so much? Your skin needs to be completely clean, and your hair needs to be the right length for wax to grab properly. Think of it like painting a wall. You wouldn't start painting over dirt and grease, right? Same concept here. Let's talk about what you actually need before touching any wax. First, grab some micellar water or witch hazel to remove every trace of makeup, oils, and skincare products from your brow area. Even if you think your skin is clean, there's probably residue that will prevent the wax from adhering properly. Next, you'll need your waxing supplies. Hard wax or wax strips both work, but I recommend starting with strips if you're a beginner. They're more forgiving and easier to control. You'll also need wooden applicators, tweezers, small scissors, and a spoolie brush. Don't forget cotton rounds and some kind of soothing gel for afterward. Now here's where most people mess up. They either try to wax hair that's too short or too long. Your eyebrow hair should be about 1/4 inch long, roughly the length of a grain of rice. Too short and the wax won't grab it. Too long and removal becomes unnecessarily painful. Use your spoolie to brush all your brow hairs upward, then trim any that extend way beyond your natural brow line. But be conservative here. You can always trim more, but you can't put hair back once it's gone. Temperature check time. If you're using hot wax, test it on your wrist first. It should feel warm, not hot. Think of the temperature of a comfortable bath, not a scorching shower. Cold wax strips need to be warmed between your hands for about 10 seconds before use. Set up your workspace near good lighting, preferably natural light from a window. Have everything within arm's reach, because once you start, you don't want to be hunting around for tools with wax on your hands. Clean your tweezers with rubbing alcohol. Wash your hands thoroughly, and you're ready for the next step. Step 2. Map your brow shape. Professional brow artists don't just eyeball where to wax. They use a specific mapping technique that works for every face shape. And once you learn it, you'll wonder why you ever guessed before. Why does mapping matter? Because symmetrical doesn't always mean identical. Your face isn't perfectly symmetrical, so your brows shouldn't be either. What you want is balance, and that comes from following your natural facial landmarks, rather than trying to make both brows exactly the same. The 3-point method is your roadmap to perfect brows. You'll mark where your brow should start, where the arch should peak, and where it should end. Grab any straight object, like a makeup brush, pencil, or even a chopstick. For the starting point, hold your straight edge vertically against the side of your nostril, right where it meets your face. Look straight ahead in the mirror. Where that line hits your brow bone is where your eyebrow should begin. Mark it with a white eyeliner or washable marker. Any hair between your 2 brows or beyond this point toward your nose should be removed. Finding your arch is next. Keep that same starting position at your nostril, but now angle your straight edge so it passes through the center of your pupil while you're looking straight ahead. Where it crosses your brow bone is your natural arch point. This isn't where your brow should be tallest necessarily, but it's where the shape should start angling downward. Mark this spot too. The tail point uses your nostril and the outer corner of your eye. Line up your straight edge from your nostril to the outer corner of your eye and extend it upward. That's where your brow should end. Most people's natural brows don't reach this far, and that's okay. You're just establishing the maximum length. Connect these 3 points with a light pencil line to create your brow map. The top line should have a gentle arch, not a sharp peak. The bottom line should follow your natural brow shape, but cleaned up. Everything outside these lines is fair game for waxing. One crucial tip: step back from the mirror frequently while mapping. What looks good up close might look unnatural from a normal conversation distance. Also, map both brows completely before waxing either one. This prevents you from overcompensating when you move to the second brow. Step 3. Apply wax correctly. Application technique separates amateur results from professional-looking brows. Most first-timers either glob on too much wax or apply it in the wrong direction, leading to patchy removal and unnecessary pain. Understanding wax behavior changes everything. Wax needs to flow with your hair growth pattern to encapsulate each strand properly. Fighting against the natural direction creates weak adhesion and broken hairs instead of clean removal. Temperature testing comes first, every single time. Dab a small amount of wax on your inner wrist. It should feel pleasantly warm, like bath water. Never hot enough to make you flinch. Cold wax won't spread smoothly or grip hair effectively. Too hot, wax can burn your delicate eye area skin. Start with the center area between your brows, since it's the most straightforward. Hair here typically grows straight up, making it perfect for building confidence. Take a small amount of wax on your applicator stick, about the size of a pea. Less is always more when you're learning. Apply the wax in smooth, even strokes following your hair growth direction. For the unibrow area, that's usually straight up toward your forehead. Keep your strokes consistent and avoid going over the same area multiple times, which can irritate skin and make removal more difficult. Working in small sections prevents the wax from cooling and hardening before you can remove it. Each section should be roughly the size of your thumbnail. Overlap slightly with previous sections to avoid missing spots, but don't pile wax on thick. When using strips, place them immediately after wax application, while everything is still tacky. Press down firmly, smoothing in the same direction as hair growth and wax application. Run your fingers over the strip several times to ensure good contact. The strip should adhere completely, with no air bubbles or loose edges. Timing matters more than you think. Leave the strip on for about 10 to 15 seconds. Long enough for the wax to cool slightly and grip the hair, but not so long that it hardens completely. You want that sweet spot where it's still pliable but has a firm hold. Move systematically around your brow area. After the center, work on one brow at a time to maintain focus and avoid mistakes. Under the arch, hair typically grows downward and outward, so adjust your application direction accordingly. Drop a comment below and tell me which eyebrow mistake you've made before, or if you're brave enough to try waxing at home for the first time. Step 4. Removing the wax. The removal technique determines whether you'll have smooth, clean results or end up with broken hairs, missed spots, and skin irritation. This is where most people panic and make costly mistakes. Why does removal technique matter so much? Improper pulling can break hairs at the surface instead of removing them from the root, leading to faster regrowth and potential ingrown hairs. The goal is complete follicle extraction in one swift motion. Here's the non-negotiable rule. Always pull against the direction of hair growth. If you applied wax upward, following the hair pattern, you'll remove the strip by pulling downward. This creates the leverage needed to extract hair from the follicle rather than snapping it off. Skin tension is your secret weapon. Use your free hand to pull the skin taut in the opposite direction from where you'll be pulling the strip. This counteraction reduces skin movement and focuses all the force on hair removal rather than skin stretching. Think of it like holding fabric tight when you're cutting it with scissors. Speed and confidence win over hesitation every time. Grip the edge of the strip firmly, take a deep breath, and pull in one quick, decisive motion parallel to your skin. Don't pull up and away from your face, which stretches skin unnecessarily. Keep the motion low and fast, like you're ripping off a Band-Aid. The strips themselves have more life left after the first use. That wax is still tacky and perfect for picking up any remaining hairs or leftover wax residue from your skin. Fold the used strip and dab over the area you just waxed to catch anything the initial pull missed. Resist the urge to re-wax the same spot immediately. Your skin needs a moment to recover, and going over the same area twice often causes irritation without improving results. Instead, use your tweezers to pluck any stubborn individual hairs that didn't come out with the strip. Pay attention to what comes off on each strip. You should see clean hair removal with the roots still attached, appearing as tiny white bulbs at the hair base. If you're only getting broken hair pieces, your wax might be too cool, or you're pulling incorrectly. Work systematically through each mapped section. Don't jump around randomly, or you'll lose track of what you've done and risk over-processing certain areas while missing others entirely. Step 5. Soothe and aftercare. Your skin just went through controlled trauma, and how you treat it in the next few hours determines whether you'll have beautiful results or deal with irritation, bumps, and ingrown hairs later. Why aftercare matters goes beyond just comfort. Freshly waxed skin has open follicles that are vulnerable to bacteria, irritation, and inflammation. Proper aftercare prevents complications and helps your skin heal smoothly while maintaining those clean brow lines you just created. Immediate cooling is your first priority. Apply aloe vera gel, witch hazel, or a specialized post-wax cooling gel within minutes of finishing. The cold helps constrict blood vessels, reducing redness and swelling. Keep these products in your refrigerator for extra cooling power. Apply with clean hands or a fresh cotton pad, never reusing anything that might introduce bacteria. Remove any leftover wax residue gently. Sometimes small bits stick to your skin after strip removal. Use the post-wax oil that comes with most waxing kits, or a small amount of coconut oil on a cotton pad. Rub gently in circular motions until all residue dissolves. Avoid scrubbing or picking at stubborn spots. Expect some redness and sensitivity for the first few hours. This is completely normal and usually subsides within 2 to 4 hours. If you're planning to go out, do your waxing at least 4 hours beforehand to allow the initial reaction to calm down. The first 24 hours require special attention. Avoid hot showers, saunas, steam rooms, or intense workouts that cause heavy sweating. Heat and moisture can irritate freshly waxed skin and potentially cause infection in open follicles. Also, skip exfoliating products, retinoids, or any active skincare ingredients in the brow area. Keep your hands off your brows as much as possible. Touching introduces bacteria and oils that can clog those newly opened follicles. If you must touch the area, wash your hands thoroughly first. After the first day, gentle exfoliation becomes your friend. Starting 48 hours post-wax, use a soft washcloth or gentle scrub to prevent ingrown hairs. Focus on the areas where you removed hair, using light circular motions during your regular face washing routine. Moisturize appropriately once initial sensitivity passes. Use a fragrance-free, gentle moisturizer to keep skin healthy without clogging pores. Avoid heavy creams or anything with strong fragrances that might irritate healing skin. Your brows should stay clean and shaped for 3 to 4 weeks, depending on your hair growth rate. Perfect eyebrows aren't just about technique, they're about confidence. Practice makes progress, not perfection, so don't expect salon results on your first try. Most people need 2 or 3 sessions to get comfortable with the process. And that's completely normal.
If you found value in this video, you're gonna love this next one.